Yeah, Dr. Adam here with another edition of Make a Difference Monday. And today we're talking about hands, healthy hands, how to protect your hands, and, um, you know, things that you can do to make sure that when you're 80, 90, 100 years old, you're still able to deal cards and crochet and do fine motor skills. Now, I do want to show just a skeletal model of the hands. So, you have a row of two rows of carpal bones towards the base of your wrist, following, the metacarpals and then out into the fingers or the phalanges. So, there are 27 bones in each hand, 26 bones in each foot. And, that means that out of the 205 bones in the human skeleton, a lot of them, are coming in our hands and feet. So, with the hands and the wrist specifically, the wrist does not have any tendons, meaning muscle connecting to bone. There are muscles in your forearm that do cross the wrist and insert in your hand, but the actual wrist itself just has ligaments. The ligaments connect the bones together, and through repetitive stress, through old injuries, old fractures, there's many different things that can affect the bones in our hand. Now, um, I do want to talk about where a lot of hand issues start, and that's with your neck. So I have this, nerve chart here showing the lower part of the neck, which is called the brachial plexus. This is where the nerves exit and go down into your shoulders, forearms, and all the way down into your hands. So if you have hand issues or numbness, tingling, pain in your hands, a lot of times this starts with the neck, and this is why we look to your spine for your health to start. Now, let's say that you do have pain in your hands from repetitive use. Ergonomics plays a big factor. If you can, alter your keyboard or get an ergonomically designed keyboard, alter ways that you use your hands on a daily basis, and then let's talk about ways to protect the wrist. So, carpal tunnel syndrome should be called carpal flat syndrome. So that first two rows of bones, the carpal bones that we were talking about, forms a nice archway in normal circumstances. This archway provides room for the median nerve, which is the nerve that goes through your wrist and supplies your hand, mainly the middle finger, these two fingers on the side. Now you have the radial nerve that goes into the thumb, and the ulnar nerve coming from the elbow going to the pinky. So, those are the three main nerves that can get pinched. You can have, a pinch more towards the thumb. We can work on your thumb more towards the outside. So different nerves can be affected by different bones, by different injuries. Now, a great way to promote, movement of the hands in a good archway, keeping your hands strong, is to utilize rubber bands. So if you've heard me talking in the office, anybody that has wrist pain, I'll probably talk to you about this. But to take a rubber band or two and go right where the fingernail meets the skin. This is a great way to exercise your hands. Rarely do we ever extend our hands or open against resistance, and that can create a muscle imbalance in the forearm, leading to weak wrists. So, we're people where grab, grab, grab. We always are grabbing things against resistance, and it's good to extend your hand against resistance. Now, this extension, if you see kind of in my forearm here, causes these muscles to contract towards the elbow. Now, some people will have scar tissue or pain spots that you can take in trigger point and release 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 seconds to help break that up, break up adhesion so you have freer flowing, better movement. After about 20 reps with a rubber band, you will feel a burn in the forearm, and that's good, and that's protective for the wrist itself. You can also take a stress ball and kind of squeeze the opposite way, but working on getting your hands strong is essential and important. I also want to show a great exercise for the thumb. So that's to take the rubber band around the pinky and the thumb and to extend the thumb backwards. Many people have issues with the thumb. The thumb is a very complex joint where it moves in many different planes and directions and range of motion. I do about 50 of these on the way to the office almost every single day. Keep my hands strong for adjusting. And, this is something that you can potentially, work on or add into, the activities you do during the week to help protect your hand, to help keep your hands strong. Like I said, make sure you're able to deal cards and do small, fine motor activities well into the later years of life. So I hope this helps to keep you happy, healthy, and strong.